Season 2 of The Last of Us is just days from release, and in this video, we're uncovering what's waiting in the upcoming season. The first kiss with a girl, whiteboard secret notice, and many more. If you're discovering The Last of Us for the first time, prepare to dive into a world you won't forget. And if you're a longtime fan who thinks you know the full story, think again, as this season has secrets that even most dedicated players won't see coming. Let's start with first seconds of the newly released trailer, where teenage girl named Ellie walking through a dark, abandoned building. The shelves and signs around suggest it's an old pharmacy. As she moves cautiously, a strange fast-moving figure passes behind her. It's hard to catch at normal speed, but if you slow down the trailer, you'll notice a shadow quickly passing by. This creature was once human, but now it's known as an infected, or more specifically, a clicker. Ellie is one of the main characters. She's immune to the infection, which makes her extremely rare and valuable, the key point highlighted in Season 1. She's shown later in the trailer fighting the creature that was stalking her, confirming that this scene is part of her regular patrol work, searching for threats outside the town where she lives. Next moment, we see a close-up of a broken watch. This watch belongs to Joel, the second main character. Joel is a hardened survivor who lost his daughter during the initial outbreak of the infection. This watch, which was a gift from his daughter, serves as a symbol of his loss. Over time, Joel formed a father-daughter-like bond with Ellie, and that relationship continues to be a central focus of Season 2. Next, we see a set of graves in an open area with tall grass. Some have pendants hanging from them. These pendants belong to a group called the Fireflies, a resistance movement that once tried to find a cure for the infection and planned to use Ellie to achieve that goal. Joel's role in their deaths was significant, and this secret is about to be revealed to Ellie in Season 2. At the beginning of the season, we expect to see a lot of the daily life of the main characters. One scene shows Joel and Ellie walking together in the woods. This is not part of the present-day story, but a flashback showcasing a memory from a calmer time. These flashbacks are used to build the emotional connection between the two characters, as they went through a lot together in Season 1, which made them very close to each other. We then see a large active town surrounded by snowy mountains. This is Jackson, Wyoming, one of the very few fully functioning communities left after the outbreak. It was introduced briefly in Season 1, but now plays a much bigger role in Season 2. Jackson is home to Joel's brother Tommy and his wife Maria, who helped transform the area into a self-sufficient settlement. The town includes working electricity, running water, a school, farms, and organized patrols. People here live behind secure walls, following rules that keep the infected and other dangers out. For Ellie and Joel, Jackson offered a rare moment of peace, but as Season 2 begins, tensions rise and the safety they found here starts to break apart. In next scene, Joel explains the town's layout to a young boy. This boy may be the son of Tommy and Maria, who help run the community. Joel describes how the town's walls separate the safety inside from the dangerous world outside. In this scene, we also get a closer look at how Jackson Town operates behind the scenes. On the whiteboard, we can read for key emergency phases: prepare, respond, recover, and stabilize, suggesting that the town follows real-world disaster protocols to manage threats. Just beside that, there's a task list with names like Alpine, Hannah, and Sarah, alongside practical duties such as check vault and energy. It's a small but important detail that shows Jackson Town isn't just surviving, it's organizing, rebuilding, and staying alert. Even in peaceful areas, the fear of infected attacks remains constant. In another scene, we see Joel handing Ellie a guitar, a quiet but meaningful moment. Back in Season 1, Joel promised he would teach her how to play, and this gesture shows he's keeping that promise. It's a sign that their bond has grown even stronger, despite the heavy secret Joel still carries from the hospital and many deaths. Next scene shows Ellie dancing with a girl named Dina during what looks like a town gathering. While this might seem like a small quiet moment, it actually plays a major role in the story. The Last of Us series is based on a popular video game, and this exact scene was one of the most important emotional moments in that game's sequel. It marks the beginning of Ellie's romantic connection with Dina, someone who becomes very important in her life. Suddenly, the tone of the trailer shifts. A man is seen hanging from a tree in the woods. A group called the Seraphites or Scars is responsible for this action. They're a religious cult that believes modern society caused the collapse of the world. They reject technology and follow strict, violent beliefs. These Seraphites communicate through whistles. Each type of whistle carries a different meaning, such as enemy found or ambush. Another group appears in the trailer called the Washington Liberation Front, or WLF. They are a militarized faction based in Seattle, using old military equipment like tanks. One of their leaders, named Isaac, is shown interrogating a captured Seraphite. The trailer also introduces a new character named Abby. She appears with a small group approaching the town of Jackson, one of the last safe communities left in this world. For viewers unfamiliar with the game, Abby is a key figure whose story is deeply connected to Joel's past decisions, specifically his violent actions against the Firefly group in Season 1. In the game, her arrival sets off a major chain of events that reshapes the entire story. Interestingly, her group in the trailer is smaller than expected, which could mean the show is either revealing characters slowly or changing the way her journey unfolds compared to the game. One of the most intense moments in the trailer shows a wave of infected creatures attacking Jackson during a snowstorm. Among them is a massive, heavily mutated infected known as a bloater. These creatures are some of the deadliest in this world. They're slow but extremely strong and hard to kill. A character, likely Tommy, is seen using a flamethrower to fight it off. In another scene, Ellie and Dina are riding on horseback along a highway. Visible road signs show directions to Seattle, Tacoma, and Portland, confirming that the second half of the season will shift its focus to the Seattle area. In one scene, Ellie is seen exploring an abandoned hospital, and if you look closely, you'll notice floating particles in the air. These are fungal spores. In the world of The Last of Us, the infection is caused by a real-life fungus called cordyceps, which mutates and takes over human bodies. While Season 1 chose not to show spores and focused on other ways the infection spreads, this new trailer confirms that airborne spores are finally being introduced into the show. This change brings the series closer to how the infection works in the original game and adds a new layer of danger to every enclosed space. The Seraphites appear again. One is seen with a child, suggesting that the show may introduce new characters to explore the group's background more deeply. These characters are not from the video game but could represent parallels to Ellie and Joel. A museum scene shows Ellie standing in front of an old space capsule. This moment is taken directly from the game. It's part of a flashback where Joel takes Ellie to a museum for her birthday, showing her something she never got to experience in the real world. Later in the trailer, we see Joel checking Ellie's tattoo over the scar on her arm, the exact spot where she was bitten by an infected years earlier. For those unfamiliar with her backstory, Ellie is the only known person who is immune to the infection that has wiped out most of humanity. This bite mark is physical proof of her secret, and covering it with a tattoo helps protect her identity from others who might react with fear, suspicion, or try to exploit her immunity for their own goals. Ellie and Dina are also seen in a subway station. This is part of their journey through Seattle. In the next scene, Nora, a Wolf-F member, confronts Ellie and says, "Don't you know what he did?" This refers to Joel's actions at the end of Season 1 in the hospital, where he saved Ellie by preventing the doctors from possibly creating a cure. Ellie has not fully learned the truth yet, but the final seconds of the trailer end with her crying while looking at Joel and saying, "You swore." This references the lie Joel told Ellie in Season 1 when he claimed that a cure wasn't possible. Yes, Season 2 will be built on the events of Season 1, but even new viewers can follow the show with this context in mind. So be sure to give it a watch and share in the comments. Are you new to The Last of Us, or are you a dedicated fan? Like the video if you want this topic to be featured more on the channel, and click the next video to keep watching.